Hi everyone. I have wanted to let you know what's going on for some time now, but I didn't know how to do it. I knew I wanted to make an audio, but I tried just ad-libbing it and it was a disaster, mostly because one of my cats couldn't stop bugging me while I was recording, but also because I realized when I'd finished it that I hadn't addressed most of the points I'd wanted to make anyway. I've always been better with a script. In the past, I've always appeared in the guise of a character, but this is me. Kind of a fourth wall break, I guess, but a necessary one. Normally, we don't do much of this on these kinds of channels because it's important that you see us as whatever character we're playing, but since what's happening to me may affect the channel in some way, I felt it was important to share. I also wanted to share in case any of you are going through something similar. I have a very small platform, but it is a platform nonetheless, and I think it's my responsibility to use it to make sure people know that they're not alone. So, not to be overly dramatic, and wanting to make a long story short, too late, I know. I have cancer. Specifically, HER2 negative metastatic invasive ductal carcinoma. You can look that up if you want. It's a very common type of breast cancer, and weirdly one for which I don't have any risk factors I could find. But it found me anyway. First off, I want to let you all know that based on the type of cancer and how far along things are, my odds for survival are very, very good. I do not believe this is going to be what ultimately takes me out. So, details if you want them, although I won't get too gory. As far as we know, I have one tumor and one involved lymph node. My recovery plan is a very long and difficult road, but it should lead somewhere good. I'm going to have chemo soon. I had my port placed last week. A picture of the stitches is on my Twitter from either last Tuesday or Wednesday, and I should get scheduled soon for my first round. That will be 4 sessions every other week, and then 16 or 17 sessions every week. That should finish around the end of June, maybe, if the plan goes as scheduled. After that, some kind of surgery, which will depend on how much the chemo has affected the tumor and lymph node. It could be relatively minor, or it could be the whole deal, but we won't know till later. After surgery, I may require more chemo or possibly radiation, but that's less certain right now. Chemo is going to be difficult, I know. I'm not super thrilled about the negative effects, nausea, losing my hair, all that sort of thing. But what super bothers me is not knowing how much my thinking will be affected by all of this. I have heard that chemo makes thinking difficult, and both my day job and my hobby very much depend on being able to think problems through and find solutions to stuff I haven't encountered before. All that is to say that I plan to keep posting audios. I may not make as much progress during chemo as I'd want on things I write myself, because plotting is probably going to be tougher for me than usual. I cannot promise audios will be on a certain schedule because I don't know how I'll be feeling. I know some of you will say it doesn't matter and that I should take it easy, and don't worry, I will rest when I need to. But I also need you to know that while I love that you're all here and you enjoy these audios, I also make them for me. This is my primary artistic outlet, and I would feel quite lost without it, so keeping going will actually be helpful to me. Please don't worry, I have a good support system. Yes, I live in the US, which means this won't be cheap, but I technically have good insurance, so although I'll be in for thousands of dollars, if I didn't have insurance, I could be in for hundreds of thousands of dollars. So there's a thing, I guess. I just have to make sure I keep my day job. I have family close by and friends in my neighborhood, including one who has just been through all this, so I'm not alone or worried. There's one last thing I want to ask of you all, and then I'll wrap this up. There are a lot of us voice actors out here doing audios. Sometimes it can be hard to keep us all straight, so it's natural to remember certain things about VAs to identify them. That's the VA who lives in Canada, or that's the VA who does the series with the green backgrounds and a little troll in the thumbnails. I don't want to be known as the VA who has cancer. Yes, it is a big deal, but I don't want it to be the only thing I'm known for. Honestly, that was my main hesitation in making this audio at all. I still can and want to do collaborations with people. I recorded 3 last week, and I still can and want to make audios. But I want you to please continue to think of me as whatever character I'm playing. That would be a huge favor to me. I may have cancer, but that is not all of who I am. To conclude, I am doing the best I can. I am cracking jokes and doing things I like and hugging all my cats and all that kind of thing. I don't think this is going to be the end of the channel, or of me. I mean, just off the top of my head, I have to finish Stone and Steel. That's the first thing I ever posted and the first story I thought of to tell. But I wanted to let you know what was going on, because I know I've been behaving uncharacteristically. And I care about you all, and what we do here, so I thought you deserved to be included in the conversation. It is okay to ask me questions about my condition if you have any, and I will answer them if I can. And if you are going through this, or have loved ones or friends who are, please know you are not alone. Now, please enjoy these cancer memes I found. As Azula said, it's okay. You can laugh. It's funny. Love you all.